Hello, my friend. In this song, I'm going to be taking a chill, deep house song in the style of Black Loops and pushing it to the 80% finish mark by adding in ear candy and special effects. This song is called Black Friday, and it was actually recently on New Music Friday Canada, so shout out to Spotify Canada for doing that. And what you're going to be learning in this video is how you can apply different kinds of effects and templates to your track that is generally called ear candy. And with ear candy, the idea is to strategically place different elements such as lasers, crashes, reverse crashes, downlifters, and risers to ultimately add that little bit of finish that makes the song sound a little bit more interesting and dynamic. And before we jump in, if you find that you need help finishing your songs like this, there is a free download in the link in the description. It's called the 5-Step Song Finishing System. And what this is a free download where it's going to show you the 5 steps to finishing songs super quickly. In this particular video, we are working on step 4, which is getting the song to that 80% mark. And again, if you're having trouble finishing songs, this will be a really valuable resource because this is what I've been using for the past while now to be able to finish songs every single week. So I'm able to send songs constantly to labels, put it out on Spotify, and at least get it finished so that you can play it live DJing and that kind of stuff. So again, link in the description for that. With that said, let's move on into Ableton and get stuck into this.
All right. So in this section, what I want to work on is getting this song right here, Black Friday. I want to be able to move it from the arranged section to the 80% mark. And the main way we're going to go about that is by getting some ear candy on this. So what we're going to do is head over to my little templates area, and we are going to drag on the little effects template that I have here. And so I'll link to this if I remember to. I usually don't, but it's essentially an effects template where there's a group. Inside it, there's -9, -18, so I can drag lasers, risers, those kind of things onto these different tracks. And then I also have some symbols set up here. A reverse crash going into a huge crash. So what we'll do is kind of just go through this track. And because this one doesn't have an arrangement template, I usually have that. It's an older tune. What I'm going to do is start the song off with a laser at the beginning. Try that. Good enough. Actually, also on everything, I might add this to the template, but I'm going to just make sure that there is some reverb, short delay, and long delay on each of these tracks on the effects. Boom. Nope, too much. I'm just going to keep listening to these different samples from my little section here. Cool. Now I'm thinking, is there any simple risers? I think too crazy. These are all massive. Okay. This is near the track here. Try putting this deep space one in. Let's see the subs. Is there any automation happening? No, the track just kicks in there. So we'll drop this here. Jump in. Yeah, and then drop the volume down. Here's the first break. Let's add another one of these in there. No, not at that point. At this point here. Go into this. I want to make it quieter even still. And then we'll hear what this reverse crash and crash sound like. Cool. So I would say the crash sounds good enough. We're just going to increase the volume a bit. And then I want to make sure that this whole section sounds decent. So I'm guessing the subs kick in here. This is going to sound like this. And then what do we have here? This weird arrangement. but we'll have to make it work. Do something like this. Bring this reverse in here. I'm trying to make something happen every 8 bars or so. So here we could have this reverse into this. Cool enough. Okay. Maybe a crasher. One more reverse crash going into the break, usually I like to do. Okay. And then I'd say we're probably good to keep moving along. I'm gonna increase the tempo of this track. That's cool. And let's add this little laser here. Make the laser quieter. Yeah. Cool, that's neat. Let's do a reverse crash. Or yeah, reverse crash. Into a crash too. Cool. Then maybe something like this. This white noise swell. Duplicate it and reverse it. That's cool. And let's do a reverse crash again. So again, basically every 8 bars, trying to add some kind of ear candy, then to make it sound a little different. And trying to reuse as many sounds as possible. So I think for this one, let's try this sound into it going up and then down. That's cool. And we're going to reuse these little guys. It's cool. When does it kick in? Yeah, let's make it a crash there. Let's add this here. And then when the bass comes in, kind of want to have something swelling into that also. What if we went like this? Brought the volume down a bunch. Now this is going to swell into when the bass kicks in. Which I did not like. Let's move that to here, so it's going into the draw. That's way better. And then let's duplicate this. Let's try having this sound first into the bass sound. Good enough. Let's bring it actually into here so it's a bit louder. That's cool. So basically what this whole process is all about is almost just using these effects that we find as little puzzle pieces. Let's have that go in here. Like that. Yeah, this is cool. Cool, so this swells into like a little breakdown thing, or a little mini break. Bring the volume down on that. Let's add some of these lasers here. Is that a reverse crash into the laser? Okay, and then we have I'm gonna hear this breakdown. I might even remove it, but I guess it's kind of cool. Find a much larger riser. That sucks. Oh, kind of sucks. Too intense. Still too much. That's cool. Let's add that to the beginning of this. And then just move the starting point. Something like that. And let's grab it and put it where I'm assuming everything kicks in. Is it here? No, that's probably here. Let's reverse it. Hold shift and see if we can drag this out so it's even longer. Grab another one of these risers. Maybe something like that. Cool. So this we're going for a much larger, intense kind of build-up. Just playing with the volumes, getting to sit in nicely. Make this more impactful. Maybe switch these. No, put it back in place. That was fine. Duplicate it, reverse it, put on the quieter channel. Set that laser from earlier. Yeah, okay. See how this sounds. Make sure it's not too loud. Kind of cool. Cool. If there's anything else we can snag. Put that on the quieter channel. Curious why it looks like this track builds up again. At this point, there's not a lot of you can listen to this. I think it might make sense to just end the track here. This part's unneeded. So maybe let's try here if this little outro is cool, but probably not. Nah, dude. Get rid of all that. Is this playing anything? Probably not. Kill that. This is the reference track. I'll keep that for the mix. That's kind of good, knowing that this is the ending now. This is longer than I thought it was going to be, but let's add some more of these. Reverse crash into this laser thingy. Let's maybe bring this way down in volume. And then duplicate over here and reverse into it. Okay, and that's probably bring that down in volume even more. Okay, it's a kind of a cool vibey little track. We'll probably add some more lasers. Something like this. Bring that down. Let's hear it with this. Bring it down in volume. And then let's snag this. Have this kind of, maybe this too. All right, I think that's pretty much done. So what we'll do is just open up the Notion kind of little workflow thing, and we'll move this track to the 80% mark. So that way next we know that we need to move it from 80% mark to the mix and master, which we'll do in the next session for this tune. Awesome. Hello again, my friend. Hopefully you found that video useful. If you'd like to follow along yourself with the 5-step song finishing checklist, there will be a link in the description below where you can get access to that completely for free, and it's going to help you finish your songs a lot faster and better than ever before. If you found this video useful, like and subscribe and all that good stuff, but really the best thing I can do for you is hook you up with that free checklist, so make sure you check that one. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Have a good one.